All right, good afternoon, folks. Welcome to this exciting boys varsity soccer game. Your Pioneer Panthers here at the Pioneer Valley Regional High School soccer field hosting the Ware Indians. We are just about to be underway. As you see, student athletes are heading out to their respective sides, so we're just about to be underway. My name is Tyler Borbo, and I'm going to bring you the play-by-play action of this game. Happy to have you with us. This is a postseason consolation game. Consolation meaning Western Mass is continuing on without these teams. But the way it's figured in is at the beginning of state MIA tournament, they expect all teams to have played 18 games, the way I understand it. And so many teams that wind up getting eliminated from Western Mass tournament still play consolation games in order to keep that 18-game balance. So just like somebody who professionally plays Pac-Man, we're playing for points right now, and that is the power ranking points, of course. Wins and losses may not affect a particular record, but they are going to affect standing and scheduling for the next season, and that's going to be important as we are underway. A patchy but pretty decent afternoon as far as for most of the day it's been some on and off heavy rain, but so far things have soaked up pretty well on the field, so it's soft, but I wouldn't say mushy. But right now, I think the weather is very pleasant for a soccer game. Ball sent into Pioneer territory, taken out wide. Tommy Cleary to Hayden Clean. Finds Mouthy. Gives it a nice tap to Judah Glenn. Takes it to the outside. Josh Mouthy taking to the outside for a pass if Glenn needs it. Glenn moves to the inside, takes a shot. And nice dive and snag by the Indians keeper, Jack Gaudreau. An excellent job there on that quick trigger pulled by Glenn. And very nice kick into Pioneer territory. And Ware answers back with a shot onto the goal. An easy collection by Matt Reshot, keeper for the Panthers. Ball bobbled around the 20 yards outside of the box, but got cleared. Pioneer looking to attack again, finds Mouthy. Goes to the outside. He's going to need a drop. Things get tangled up. Ware will take over. Pioneer takes it back. Baton Smith to Glenn. Puts it back to Smith for a shot. No chance of it. The defense forces Baton Smith to the outside. Smith with the cross. Ball inside the box. I think an offsides is going to be called by Glenn. So it'll be an Indians kick. And the ball on the far side. Ball popping through. Judah Glenn hang on to it, trying to find that opening. Goes wide. He may have a shot. Puts a little too much toe underneath it. Sails over the crossbeam. And that will bring up another kick for the Indians. Nice to the outside. Kyle Kachuka Tries to send the ball up the lane. Good deflection by the Pioneer defense. Brody Kozier looking for a shot, long shot, and it goes wide. Hey, take what you can get. And that'll be a Pioneer kick. And coming into this game, both teams have had a tough season settling. Pioneer coming into this with a 3-12-1 record. Ware Indians with a 1-14-1 record. So on paper, they're pretty close and evenly matched for this game. Tommy Clary puts it back to Gerard and to Colleen. Tries to put it back out. Shot from long out. Rolls in there. Good follow-up by the Indian defense, or offense, excuse me. And that's going to head out of bounds, bringing up a Pioneer throw. Ball to the inside, gets tapped out of the way. Ball stays inside the box. It's anybody's ball. Glenn gets a hold of it, takes a left-handed shot. Goes wide on the opposite side. Put a little too much angle on it, but he knew what he had to do. He was really trying to shoot around the keeper and find that opposite side pole. But putting a little bit too much on it, just sent it wide and out of bounds. Indian kick. Mouthy to Paquette. Ball comes through, and Ware on the offensive. Ball bounces through. Reshot smartly steps out, snags that before he gets any challenge from the Ware offense. Glenn on the move. Little too far forward. Able to be scooped up by Gaudreau. Pioneer playing with some fresh breast cancer awareness socks. I feel like I haven't seen these yet. And ball heads outside. It will be Ware throw. Ball scooped through. No one's going to get there before Reshot does. And with a tough first contact, ball will head out of bounds off of a black jersey. Indians will put it back in. And coming off of this game, one of the most recent games Pioneer played was at Munson. They fell to Munson 1-7. Judah Glenn with a cross. Gaudreau lays down on it. Throws it back out to some open real estate. Finds Ryder Cahalan. Well, punted away by Gerard. Comes up to the outside. Judah Glenn is on it, heading up the lane. 2 Pioneer players inside the box. Tom Smith clean back out to welcome. He has room to think. Takes a shot. And nice leap and snag by Gaudreau. Ball out of bounds. Pioneer to inbound. And more with some of these details. If you're looking at both teams, tried to find some game overlap, as in teams that both the Indians and the Panthers played this season. And I mentioned the most recent game, Pioneer fell to Munson 1-7. Ware had also played Munson earlier on in the season and fell to them 0-7. So again, another very similar representation of the record that both these teams have coming into this game. And that game that Pioneer played against Munson was last Friday. I would say that was perhaps one of the final regular season games for Pioneer. And, some other comparisons. Pioneer and Ware both played Hopkins. And we'll talk about that in just a moment as Judah Glenn moves his way inside, takes a shot, and puts it in the back of the net. Pioneer first on the board with Judah Glenn sewing his way through that quilted defense and just puts one away. His short game is excellent. And Judah Glenn, let's see, with the knee brace, has been out of commission for a large portion of the season. It's great to see him back out there making up for lost time at Pioneer. With their first goal about 11 minutes in. And nice sounding punt out of bounds by Hayden Gerard. Will bring up a Ware throw. But, so I was talking earlier, where it's both similarities and differences. Both teams played Hopkins. Ware's only win was against Hopkins, 4-1. Pioneer playing Hopkins twice this season, falling to them both times. At home, falling to Hopkins 0-2, and then at Hopkins 1-3. So, just an interesting turn of events. I don't know what magic occurred for Ware to gain that 4-1 victory over Hopkins, but you can only look on paper and judge so much. Sometimes there's just certain juju. Sometimes it's what the students had for lunch that day. Who knows? A scoop by Reshot, throws it out to find Connor Gurton. Hands it over to Gerard. Some nice passes. Brody Welcome was looking for Matan Smith. A nice steal by the Indians. Oh, ball pops through and a shot. Ball goes wide. It'll be a Pioneer kick. And in order to hit that 18, no matter what happens today, Pioneer will be heading to Mahar tomorrow, face off against the Senators. And that game is going to be at 4 p.m. BNC TV will not be there for that shot, and it goes wide again. Another Pioneer kick. But Pioneer will be facing off against the Senators at 4 p.m. BNC TV will be right back here to bring you girls varsity soccer, who will be hosting Palmer. They are the Palmer Panthers. So Panthers versus Panthers. Sort of a shadow match, if you will. And we'll be bringing you that, I believe, at 6 p.m. Excuse me. Ball inside the box, reshot. Easy scoop. Decides to put it to the outside, find Tommy Clary. Hayden Colleen to Mouthy. Mouthy, side-by-side chase down the line. He's going to look for some sort of drop. Finds Glenn. And I mix up the give and go. Montan Smith. Colleen thinking about Paquette. Wanted a shot, ricocheted off of the Ware defense. Pioneer still hanging on to it. Stolen away by Danny Ramirez. Ramirez will give it another shot. Puts it to the outside and finds Aaron Bateman. Ware double teamed. Looking to take it back. Judah Glenn making his way towards the corner. Cuts back inside. Ball kicked away. Josh Mouthy heading to the corner again, looking for an opening to cut in. Finds it, crosses it over, rolls through. Judah Glenn takes a shot. Great snag by Jack Gaudreau. I mean, that was a bullet of a shot at under 15 yards out. So the reaction time required in order to snag that is real big. But Gaudreau doing a great job. And headed to the opposite side. Finds Girton. Girton has room to move. Looks to put the ball forward. He's going to find Paquette in the corner. But Paquette can't get to it in time, but Pioneer will gladly settle for a corner kick. Not before Pioneer puts in a couple subs. Taking the shot is Montan Smith. And ball takes an unfortunate turn, stays out of bounds for the kick, which will bring up a kick for the Indians. Ball popped down the lane. Paquette homing to come up with it. Judah Glenn does. Tries to weave through again. Ball popped through. Montan Smith almost having it. Anthony Ellis drops back to welcome. Back out looking for Ellis. And the Indians come up with it. Brody Kozier scoops it. And ball heads out of bounds off of Pioneer. Taking the throw is Matt Skutnik for the Indians. Ball sent towards the middle. Popped back out to midfield. And one of the cleats lost. And Drew DeGlenn pops through with another unassisted goal. Well, that's how things are going to happen. You put the ball through, you try to find openings in the defense, and you go for it. Did a great job. "20 minutes in, Pioneer leading 2-0. Ball popped inside the box. Easy catch for Reshot. And ball kept inside. It's a great play down the lane for Mauricio Honono. Nice contact by the Indians defense, keeping it outside the box. And kick to the outside gives Pioneer time. Nice attack by Ryder Cahalan. Skutnik with the throw. The shot by Hayden Killeen. A little too much toe underneath it. Heads over the crossbeam. But it was a tight situation. You got to pull that trigger fast. Oh, nice snag. Good cross by Pioneer, but nice jump and good protection by the Indians' keeper. And ball kicked through. No one's going to get there besides Reshot. The ball heads out of bounds. Another throw for the Indians. Ball out again. Indians will take it 10 yards up. Yeah, third one for the Indians. Another 10 or 15 yards up. And another white throw. Ball kind of stuck in that far lane. And it'll be a Pioneer throw after the substitutions. Jacoby Stumpo to throw it in for the Panthers. Drops it back to Aiden Gerard. Oh, back to where we started. Another white throw near midfield. Got to really get that ball out of this lane. The ball pops through on the near side. Looks for the cross. Can't get the geometry right. Sends it out of bounds. Pioneer kick. Finding an opening for Glenn. Gets slowed up. And takes a shot. Drew to Glenn. A solid short game with a short foot game. Ball goes to the outside. I don't think anyone's going to get there before it heads out. Be a black throw. Nice throw in. Passes through a number of jerseys. Ricochets into the corner. Believe. Oh, I guess from this angle, could not tell which side of the flag it rolled out under. Pioneer throw. Deep in the corner. Ball sent out of bounds. Another Pioneer throw. Judah Glenn moves it forward, trying to find Paquette. Nice move by the Ware defense. And they hang on to it. Sam Torres was the ball inside, finds Caleb Kanozik. Kanozik runs out of real estate with some tight Pioneer defense, and that's going to bring up a corner kick for the Indians. Stepping over to take that corner kick, number 24, Matt Skutnik. Oh, a nice head by Caleb Kanozik, but a great snag by Matt Reshot. Did a great job. Like I spoke earlier, impressive reaction time on such a short distance. Ball drop back, Brody Crozier to Skutnik. Crozier with a shot. And goes wide. Brings up another Pioneer kick. Nice steal by Tommy Clary. Puts it to the outside. Finds finds Josh Mouthie. Sends a go get it down towards the corner. Not sure if anyone's going to get there in time, and they will not. That will bring up another kick for the Ware Indians. And while they're setting up, I feel like this is a perfect moment to say hi to those tuning into the live stream, especially former players that about this time last year were out here on the pitch themselves. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Nice ball down the line. Stays in. That'll head to the corner. Little taparoo outside by Clary is going to bring up a throw for the Indians. Oh, nice idea on the head. Kick back out, finds Paquette. He'll open things up, finds Glenn. Nice back up by Colleen. Both teams looking to get that ball right out of that small section. A little tit-for-tat passing. And ball almost pops through, heads out of bounds. Pioneer throw. Ball inbounded through. Tough shot by Ryder Cahalan. As I've said before, a little too much toe underneath. Oh, my bad. All right. So, I have been misspeaking and assuming the whole time. Matt Reshot is not in goal. Has not been in goal the whole time. I think this is Aaron Muse that's back there being keeper. Turning it inside. Hands it over to Colleen. And with some offside, given over to Paquette. Not wasting time, Ware Indians put the ball into the Pioneer territory, hoping to catch him off guard. Goes out wide. Cahalan looking to make something happen. Ran out of real estate. Pioneer kick. Yeah, so yeah, forgive me. I've been saying reshot the whole time. Pioneer keeper, I believe, is Aaron Muse. Nice scoop and throw out by Gaudreau. Goes to the outside. Cahalan looking to put it inside. Only finds black jerseys. Clary clears it out. Got a nice switch to some open real estate. That's to the other side. Finds Killeen. Smith back to Killeen. Killeen with a shot. Sends it sailing out of bounds. Another kick for the Indians. All right, just confirming. It is Aaron Muse in goal. I've just been running on reshot managing the field the whole season. Just assumed that was him there. Ball out of bounds. Four minutes left in the first half. Pioneer leading by 2. Kicked away. Another throw for the Indians. Ball popped through. Finds Killeen. Trying to turn himself inside. Finds Glenn. Glenn takes it back to the outside. Glenn, no doubt, really trying to slow things up and kind of tee up shots for other players. Ball pops through. Tommy Cleary allows Cahalan to knock it out of bounds. It'll bring up a Pioneer throw. Ball inside the box. Collected by Muse. Ball inside the box. Rolling out wide. Muse keeps it in. Some tough backspin. Ball staying inside the box. And a shot. And good protection. Slightly to the outside. These Ware Indian shots are getting closer and closer. And some sort of penalty. Bring up a free kick for Pioneer. Finds Glenn. Puts it over to Killeen. And a shot by Matan Smith. Collected before anyone can get there. And ball put out of bounds off of Jacoby Snuppo. Be an Indians throw right in the corner. Under a minute left in the first half. Pioneers still having 2-0 lead. I'll send through. Good job by Muse stepping out. It's the number one judgment call. And out of bounds. Indians throw. It's the number one judgment call for a keeper, is knowing when to run out and challenge or collect and when to stay back and protect the goal. And ball cupped in. Mouthy hangs on to it. He'll head towards the corner. Finds an opening to turn in. Then kick back to the outside. Baton Smith. He'll give a crack at turning it in. Feeds it through to the box. No one's able to touch it as the ball rolls to the outside of the box on the opposite side. And kicked away by the Ware defense. Pops through. Almost kept on hand by Ware. And as we hit the 40-minute mark, Pioneer with a 2-goal lead over the Indians. Although I will say that towards the end of that 40 minutes, I would say Ware aggressively stepped up their attack game. I would say they had a lot more shots on goal. And if Pioneer is not careful, a 2-0 lead can get tied up very, very quickly in the game. So, and we're going to take a short break, check out our sponsors, and when we come back, another 40 minutes of this exciting Boys Varsity soccer game. Your Pioneer Panthers versus your Ware Indians. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back right here on BNC TV. All right, welcome back, folks. After 40 minutes, Pioneer with a 2-0 lead over Ware. But still have plenty of game to play. Excited to see what will happen. As I reiterated at the end, just before the break, really looked like Ware was stepping up their offensive game, taking a lot more shots on goal. And Pioneer's not careful, things could get tied up real quickly, so Pioneer's going to need to really step up their defense. Ball pops through. An easy scoop. I think we have another keeper for for the Indians. And if my details are correct, this will be Raymond Kolarski now in goal for the Indians. Get to clean. Ball dropped back to Welcome. Tries to move the ball forward. Pops through wide. Ware will be the first ones there. Stolen away by Paquette. Given to Glenn. Glenn trying to bowl his way through. Pops it back inside. No one's there to make the connection and kicked out of the box. No doubt Glenn took it to the line. Tried to get the defense to turn their backs on the ball and then cut it back for a quick shot on goal by one of his teammates. Big battle on the ball. Winds up being punted through and punted back out. Ball goes to the outside, finds Paquette. Back to Colleen. Sent through, finds Matan. Smith had a hard time trapping it, but the ball has stayed just outside of the box. Stumpo will try to put the ball back in. Goes to the outside, looks for Smith. Smith keeps it inside to Girton, to Colleen. Ball inside the box, finds Glenn. Tries to send it over. And collected. Good collection by Muse. No doubt this game is a perfect opportunity to practice new positions. give folks an opportunity to just try things out, figure out what works, what doesn't, especially with returning players for the 2026 season. Ball coming on the attack. Shot. Ball pops through. Good follow-up. And that shot was by Jack Gaudreau, who was the keeper for the first half for the Indians. He's out there as number 15. Judah Glenn pops it through. Was really looking for Brody Welcome. Gaudette with a nice give and go. Muse steps out and collects. And Gaudette, navigating his way through, takes a shot and whacked away. Nice defense by Aaron Muse. That's going to bring up a corner kick for the Indians. Big kick. Set up real perfectly. That's the wild first touch. That'll bring up a Pioneer kick. But beautiful kick. Dropped down right into a Ware player. Just couldn't get the angle right on that first touch. Ball coming out. Nice back and forth. Nice switch to some open field. Ball popped through, finds Baton Smith. Hangs onto it, takes the shot. Ricochets off the hands. But Kolarski dives down on it. Great save. Ware on the attack. And punted away. It'll be a Pioneer throw. Connor Gurton sends it through to Paquette, who hangs on to it but drops it back. And a shot by Matan Smith goes wide. And ball popped through. Easy collection for Kolarski. And sent to the outside will be a Pioneer throw. Judah Glenn cuts in. Tries to bring it outside and tough ricochet. Ball slips through inadvertently. Pioneer puts third one on the board. And just under 10 minutes in. Well, when the ball gets that tight in there, even ricochets are going to be shots. And just can't let it get in that tight. Brody Welcome sends it forward, finds Connor Gurton. Ware takes over. Ball sent wide. And before any shots can be made, ball kicked out of bounds. Will be an Indians throw over near the Pioneer bench. Oh, nice shot. Nice collection by Muse. And smart idea for Muse to switch it up. Send it to the open side. Paquette pops through, has room to breathe. Takes it inside, tries to find Colleen. Ball punted away. That'll be a Pioneer throw. Well, after the subs come out. Tommy Clary with the throw. Knocked back outside, another Pioneer throw. When putting it through. And Judah Glenn sends it in for another goal. And Gurton to Smith to Colleen. Puts it through. Sorry, that. Ball out of bounds. We'll bring up a Indians kick. Oh, I apologize. It's a Pioneer corner. Hayden clean with the corner. But it's inside. Little bobbling. Heads out of bounds off of white jersey. It'll be a Pioneer corner on the far side this time. This time, Hayden Gerard taking the kick. Ball is up, gets the head. Judah Glenn puts one in there. Off of the corner kick. Beautiful move. Brings the Pioneer lead 5-0. And ball dropped back. Hayden Gerard now playing up front. And ball sent out of bounds. Will be a Pioneer throw. Hayden clean. To Stumpo. Back to clean. Good moves by Kosher. Ball gets away from him. That'll bring up a Pioneer throw. Colleen drops it back to Girton. Girton opens it up to Welcome. Colleen inside. Hands it over to Gerard. Colleen inside the box, takes a shot. Crosses through, no one will touch it. Will be an Indians kick. Ball back inside the box, easy scoop for Kolarski. Mauricio, no. Puts it inside. Again, ball goes wide. Ware defense taking it to the outside. Ball heads out. Ball out of bounds. Will be another goal kick for the Indians. Clear to Colleen. Judah Glenn opens up. A nice steal by the Indians. But Pioneer takes it back. Ball trying to move through. Looks like they're trying to set up Hayden Gerard. And a shot by Gerard. Bullets across the top beam and out of bounds. Stumpo to welcome to Colleen. A lot of short ball movement. Colleen with a shot. And ricochets off of one of the defensemen. And the keeper was already in motion in the opposite direction. That is a tough, unfortunate event. Hey, you can never predict that. Both of you are trying to work defensively. Ball pops through. Muse collects. It'll be a white throw. And interesting situation. So, from what I saw, keeper steps out, gives it a kick. Trapped and kicked back by Pioneer. And I would say more of a knee-jerk reaction based on the closeness. The keeper, while outside of the box, used his hands to grab the ball, which yielded Pioneer the free kick. Interesting moments here. And number 13 jersey I'm seeing out there, Franklin Slees. Coming up from the JV team. Nice to have him out on the pitch. Franklin Slees for Pioneer, I should say. Indians on the attack. Danny Paquette. Good defense. Gaudreau pops through. Gives it a boot. And that'll be a Pioneer kick. And if you're just joining us, happy to have you with us, whether you're watching this rebroadcast on BNC TV, HD, cable 1075, or you're watching this live stream on YouTube, or at any other point, happy to have you tuning in. Whether you're watching this from the Ware area, or you're watching this in the Pioneer Valley Regional School District, or family abroad, or on the rare occasion internationally, happy to have you with us. Would not be able to have this possible without our wonderful sponsors, Sam Browning Jr. Trucking, Sweet Lucy's Bakeshop, Works LTD, Wiggin Hydroseeding. Ball pops through, and a shot off the crossbeam, and put wide. I don't think a shot could get any closer to the goal without going in. Beautiful attack by the Indians. But moments just like that wouldn't be possible, except by also our sponsors, Zilinksi HVAC and DiGeorge Builders. Happy to have all 6 sponsors pairing up with BNC TV to help bring you this sports programming. So thankful for those local businesses. Indians on the attack. Kicked away. Colleen sends a go get it inside the box. And good collection by Kolarski. Excuse me. That's the outside for Stumpo. I'm honestly not even really sure what happened with that one. The only thing I could think of is that Stumpo must have been offsides at the time he received the ball. Judah Glenn on the attack. Pioneer tries putting the ball through. Pioneer, no doubt, trying to set certain players up for goals, especially ones that are so often burdened during regular season games with the task of playing that full back protection, that necessary position, but you don't always see some of the glory of scoring goals yourselves, so it's nice to see them pulled up and having an opportunity to play those positions. There's a Pioneer corner kick coming up on 10 minutes left in the game. Ball jumbles around and comes up in Kolarski's hands. Throws it back out. Brody Kosher trying to hang on to it. Goes out of bounds off a Pioneer jersey. Yeah, kick goes wide towards the corner. That will head. That is fair ball. Turns it around. Tries to send it through. It's out of bounds. It'll be a Pioneer kick. And ball put right back in. Easy collection for Kolarski. And it looks like a handball called on that Pioneer trap. Colleen sends it through, tells Hayden Gerard, go get it. And the defense moves it out to the outside. And it will be a Pioneer corner kick. Colleen with a kick, coming in short. Easy snag by Kolarski. A nice attack by Kyle Kachuka. And Aaron Muse dives down on it. Clears it back out. Kosher. Coming to the near side, curves around, finds an opening. He's going to take a shot. And I think Muse had fingertips on it. Knocked that ball out of bounds. It will be a corner kick for the Indians. Ball unbounded. Head ball. And nice job. Ware's on the board. Ball jumbling around. Finally meets an Indian's head. Number 22, Ryder Cahalan, puts one away. Anthony Ellis to Brody Welcome. Gaudreau comes through, pops the ball up. Easy collection for Muse. Ball comes through. Easy scoop. Under 6 minutes, Pioneer with a 5-goal lead, 6-1 against Ware. Ball knocked out of bounds. Pioneer throw. And some offsides called for Stumpo. And ball knocked out of bounds. That'll bring up a corner kick for Ware. Well, the last time there was a corner kick for Ware, they managed to head one into the goal. Let's see if they can make it happen again. Hopefully Pioneer learned from it, realizes they got to get that first touch and make sure that first touch gets the ball out. Ball never comes back in. That'll go to the Pioneer goal for a kick. Yeah, nice setup. Brody Welcome with a cross. A little too much mustard on it. Heads out of bounds. We'll bring up a goal kick for the Indians. Kosher going up the line. And nice idea. Ball just crossed the line. Ball popping through. Kicked out of bounds. Pioneer throw. Try to clean. Colleen looking to switch it over to Stumpo. Stumpo will have a shot and puts it away low. Jacoby Stumpo putting one on the board himself. On any average circumstance, Stumpo will be playing the backfield, making sure things stayed clear and safe, but Stumpo putting that ball away brings Pioneers lead 7-1 with 2 minutes left in the game. Big attack. Gerard to Stumpo. Stumpo with another shot. Knocked down and collected by Kolarski. And that's going to head out of bounds. Pioneer kick. Shot and ricocheted up by Judah Glenn. Ton Smith. Sends the ball forward, pops through. Hayden Gerard tracking it down. Turns it inside. And stuffed away. But he puts it inside. Pioneer shot. The ball goes wide and out of bounds. Will be a corner kick for Pioneer. This may be the last major play of the game. Put in shallow. Shot taken. Goes wide and out of bounds. And we are now running on ref time. Ball ricochets back. Kolarski will collect it. Ball's going to pop through. Muse steps out, gives it a kick. And that is the final whistle. Pioneer coming away with a 7-1 victory over the Indians. And as said before, if you can make it, Pioneer will be hosted by the Mahar Senators tomorrow evening, or tomorrow afternoon, I believe. Game starts at Mahar Regional High School at 4 p.m. Pioneer Panthers, Mahar Senators, right here on the Pioneer Valley Regional High School pitch tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Lady Panthers are going to be hosting the Palmer Lady Panthers. Panthers versus Panthers. We're definitely going to enjoy that game, and that'll be coming your way at 6 p.m. Of course, weather permitting. I do think it's going to be a nice day, but we should be bringing you that game right here on BNC TV. And on Friday at 5:30, Varsity Volleyball will be hosting. Let's see if I can find out who they're hosting. Varsity Volleyball will be hosting the Granby Rams. So, a little more action coming your way as the postseason rolls on. But my name is Tyler Borbo. Thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast, and we will see you next time.